When I was a cadet, what's the cadet motto at West Point? You will not lie, cheat, or steal, or tolerate those who do. I was the CI director. We lied, we cheated, we stole. It was like we had entire training courses.
I want to ask you, what do you see? A tree stump in the daisies? But I continue. This is mesa that was formed from the magnetic melt from the Earth's depths about 200 million years ago. Do not believe me? And now? Let me introduce to you, this is Devil's Tower, mesa, or so-called laccolith, that was formed from a magnetic melt from the Earth's depths about 200 million years ago. At least that's what Wikipedia tells us. And billions of people believe that this is mesa, laccolith, or a mountain. Really? Let's come closer to our tree stump to look at his fantastically inexplicable columns. Let's look in the Wikipedia ones again. Igneous rock is formed through the cooling and solidification of magma or lava. Really? What a smart magnetic melt! It's just stood still and froze in the appearance of perfect hexagonal column for 300 meters in the sky. You can synchronize your instruments with these miraculous columns. Were they squeezed out of cream injector, then tied in a bun like a broom, and then a big giant fan blew near to help the columns to curdle faster? Maybe the columns of Parthenon or Isaac's Cathedral were built in the same way. Gentlemen scientists, are you out of your mind writing this garbage? Humans, are you out of your mind believing this garbage? Claiming that this geometrical masterpiece appeared as the result of a lava fountain is the same bullshit as claiming that a racing car appears on the track because of an explosion at a Ferrari factory. Have you ever seen what a fountain of lava looks like? In those times, lava had artificial intelligence. Really? Comparative analysis. All columns are hexagonal. Why exactly hexagonal? Because the universe's masterpieces are built in this form. There are no snowflakes exactly the same, but all of them are in a perfect hexagonal shape. Bees, too, without the knowledge of mathematics, correctly identified that the regular hexagon has at least perimeter among all the other shapes of equal area, so you can fill this shape most efficiently. When bees build honeycombs, they instinctively try to make them as roomy as possible and spend as little wax as possible. If you think that these two giant silicon trees are the only thing that I can show you, then you are mistaken. There are loads of them on the planet. The funniest thing is that normal people do not realize that they are stumps. But official science realized that seriously, that they should find out how to hide these trees from people who ask too many questions, and they invented a genius name for these silicon stumps, the basalt cliffs. I want you to pay attention to these two pictures, where fibers hang from the ceiling. No, it is too early to. We can ask ourselves, where other forests of the planet were laid down by blast waves. We reviewed only stumps with flat peaks. Does anyone remember how not cut but actually broken trees look like? I will remind you. Understand my hint? Let's play the game again. Find 10 differences.
So you were told the Great Wall of China was built by China, but there are no access doors on the China side. They've tried to hide truth. They've done it very well. It's a lot harder to get somebody to know they've been fooled than it is to fool the person. These walls are from Tartaria. The empire covered nearly every continent. The buildings were here when we got here. San Francisco.
There's been a lot of hype about Tartary lately, and what some are claiming is an effort to hide a significant chapter
Germany,
of human history.
Iran, Iraq.
Up until the late 18th century, the great empire of Tartaria was a vast country located in northern and central Asia.
You see, God made a deal with the devil. The devil could run this place. The catch is, he's got to tell us what he's doing. He's got to show us. Whether it be in a science fiction movie, or a book, or just a name. Remember Prince Caspian? The Caspian Sea? He was Tartarian.
The great empire of Tartaria was a vast country located in northern and central Asia, stretching eastward from the Caspian Sea and from the Ural Mountains to the Pacific Ocean. Here we see a modern interpretation of Genghis Khan. Yet, in reality, Genghis Khan had red hair and either green or blue eyes. The same way that the tall, slender, blue-eyed, blonde-haired Aryan Buddha has been transformed in modern times into a fat, or sometimes rather obese, East Asian man. Painted on the walls of ancient Buddhist caves, we can see the true origin of the ancient cultures of China, Iran, India, where blonde and red-headed monks wear Chinese silk with Persian patterns, complete with a dot on their forehead.
Beard and red hair.
Wait. So you're telling me mesas are tree stumps? There was an empire called Tartaria that covered the earth? Genghis Khan was Aryan? Blonde hair, blue eyes? As were the monks in China? But
There was a race of people.
the reason you don't know anything of these people
Many historians name this Some speculate
is because they were hidden. Look at these maps, 1853, 1806. Why have we never even heard of this?
the cataclysm which wiped out Atlantis.
See, there was a
This is
cataclysm
interesting because
at some point that wiped out Atlantis. And my thoughts are there was a cataclysm that wiped out Tartaria. Or they moved to Antarctica where we cannot go, or the hidden land in the North Pole, what we know as the North Pole. And there's so much more. It's mind-blowing. There's so much that eventually you quit looking to see what's a lie, because you figure everything is a lie. At that point, There's only one thing to do, and that's look for the truth. And I'm here to tell you, the truth is hard to find. It's rare, few and far between. But you found it here. Come back next time. So, the mountains we were looking at earlier, they were trees. So what do you see here? That's what the inside of that rock looks like. Scientific, proven fact. These were alive, as were the tree stumps. So, they call these rocks, or mountains, or hills. But what have we learned? From the beginning, the CIA director said they were liars, cheaters, and thieves. They lied to us about the trees. They hid Tartaria. I'm not even showing you the buildings, the Tartarian buildings. Look at this. Giants. The ones that the Smithsonian has hidden. The ones that God talked about in the Bible. The angels that bred with the human women. And their offspring were giants. That's what I'm telling you. Everything you have ever known in your entire life is a lie, straight out, or an offset of the truth. Everything. You need to stop now. If you're shaken, if your mind is twisted, you can't stand the thought, go back to your television, TV programming for the brain, so you will do and think as they want you to do and think. The United States of America is a corporation. It does not matter if the Republicans are president or the Democrats. The United States of America is a corporation. Those people all work for the corporation. They do not care about you. They do not want you to know of God. They put us on a ball spinning through the universe at so many miles an hour around the sun, and then around spinning even more, and yeah, there's so many things so many people cannot see. If you want to see, I'd be glad to show you.